Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Brittany, and I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer in October of 2022. Today, we are going to be doing a little bit of a health update now that I am no evidence of disease. Woo! A lot of people have been asking me, what it's like to kind of try to get your body back after cancer, okay? Now, first, I would like to preface that once you are considered metastatic, which is what, I was considered to be, there is no cancer-free. However, I am in remission status and I am no evidence of disease. Okay, so I just want to get the language correctly. But with that being said, I've been no evidence of disease since February of 2025. And I had my last surgery, which was a lumpectomy, in August of 2024. And after the lumpectomy, I had decided that I was going to take a break from targeted therapy because I really wanted to get my body back to, a state where I feel like I had energy again. I feel like my energy was completely depleted and I really just wasn't happy and I needed a break. Now, a lot of people don't have the ability to get their doctor's approval for taking a break, but thankfully I was at a stage where it was only in one spot left in my breast. So, I could just get the lumpectomy and then take a break. So I took a break and I decided not to go back on targeted therapy, but I wanted to stay on hormone therapy. So right now I am only on anastrozole and Lupron, okay? After the lumpectomy, they did find a little bit of cancer left, but it was at a really, really small microscopic level. I had my PET CT scan in February of 2025 and it was clear. So is there possible cancer that is still left? Yes, of course, there could be, right? Once you're considered metastatic, they don't really give you your cancer-free. It goes into no evidence of disease or remission, right? So that's what I've been classified as right now. But the last year has definitely been interesting. A lot of people have been asking me, what my body feels like now since, after starting the heavy treatment. Of course, I'm still on hormone therapy, so I still have hot flashes and sometimes mood swings and stuff like that. But that's normal being on hormone therapy, and I would consider it as manageable. What I would say, though, is your body never goes back to the way that it was before cancer, right? And that's okay, right? Your mindset is different. Your body feels different. Just because you're done with your cancer treatment doesn't mean that your body doesn't need time to recover from that, right? Your body needs a long time to recover from that. And I would say for the first 6 months of, even getting off treatment and everything like that, I still felt like I didn't have energy, right? I was expecting me to get off treatment and then feeling like I had, all this energy, but I didn't really get that, right? And looking more into it, people say that it takes a long time to, feel like you have your energy back and stuff. But I think once you're living it, it's very frustrating because you kind of feel like, how long is it really going to take for me to feel normal again? And I was feeling a little bit depressed about that because I wanted my body back, right? I wanted to just take it back. I didn't want to have cancer, anymore in charge of the way that I was living my lifestyle. But that's just not the reality of the situation. So, I was feeling a little bit down because in December and January, I was still feeling like I didn't have energy and I didn't know my body. But Thankfully, once around April came along, okay, I would say I was like, you know what, I am going to take control and I'm going to go back to the gym. I started getting my energy back. I started getting my mood back. Things were, starting to change and be different now. And I was feeling very motivated to finally get back. So I ended up finding a private trainer. Her name is Dita, and she's a cancer survivor herself. And I immediately clicked with her because I knew that she knew, right? And I'm looking around the gym and I'm looking at all these trainers and stuff, and they're so hard on, they're the people that they're training, and they're yelling and all of this crazy stuff. And I was like, that is not for me. I do not want to be yelled at. I don't want to be pushed so hard like that. Like, I'm relearning my body, and I feel like my trainer really, because she has been through it, she acknowledged that, and she was, we were starting from ground zero. I feel like, it was hard for me to lift any types of weight. Like, I felt so weak, and it made me really insecure at first, because I feel like I used to be strong. I used to be very athletic. And so for me, it was kind of a wake up call and a very humbling experience, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, cancer really did a number on my body, and I am starting from ground zero. Like, I can hardly, lift anything. But it's been about 3 months of training now, and we're slowly working back to it. And I finally feel like I'm getting my body back. It's been a year since treatment, and I'm finally feeling like I have the energy again. I'm back in the gym, and I'm learning my new body, and I'm able to put the work in. So I'm finally starting to see this like big light again of being able to get to know my body again, and exercise again, and have energy again, and just have light back into me. I'm feeling so much better. And, I'm focusing on my diet and making sure I have enough protein, because that was one thing about during cancer too, is I wasn't eating enough, because I just didn't have the appetite and stuff. So my appetite is getting back to normal again. So I'm feeling very, very hopeful. Again, it took me about a year, okay, to get to this point. But if you are somebody that is struggling with, oh my gosh, like, I finished treatment, how long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? How long is it going to take? It's going to take a while, right? And that's okay, but there is hope. You just have to, be kind to yourself and realize that it is a journey, and it's an endurance journey is what it really is. And it might mess with your mindset a little bit, but there is hope, and it is possible to start getting your body back. Just, understand that your body is not going to be the same. And once you get back to, exercising again, it's going to take a while, and it's going to feel like you're starting from ground zero, but that is okay. Make sure that you have a good support system. And I just wanted to kind of jump on here and give a little bit of hope and light to people that are struggling with the concept of how long is it going to take for my body to recover from this. And keep in mind that everybody's different. For me, it took about a year, and this is where we're at now, but I'm feeling great now. Anyways, more updates to come. Thank you for watching till the end if you made it this far, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.